Hey guys, eyeshadow. Eyeshadow is my favorite part of makeup. I think a lot of you know that. If you watch me, I love eyeshadow. I love doing really colorful, beautiful looks with it. It's so much fun because you can do anything. So I picked out these colors because I'm also doing the 9 days of Easter looks. I think today is, what is it, day 4, I believe? So I picked these colors out. They're not like super crazy or bold. These are good for beginners and whatnot. So we're going to use this palette and we're going to start. Let me also say something. You guys, if you don't have good makeup brushes, you really should invest in some, because here's why. They can make or break how your makeup looks. If you don't have like good brushes, it can affect how your makeup applies and the end result of it. So yeah, these brushes, they're really good. I've had them all since 2019. I did make a brush bundle for you guys as well. I have a 4-piece brush eye set that gives you the deluxe brush, the liner shader brush, a cream shadow brush, and then the crease brush. And I believe it's 30% off. I have a bigger bundle that includes all 4 of these and then 5 different face brushes. The kabuki brush, the setting powder brush, the sculpting brush, the blush brush, and the angled fan brush with these 4. So that's a 9-piece set, or I have just the 5-piece face brush set, or the 4-piece eye set. It does, if you don't have good brushes, it can affect the way that your makeup looks when it's done. Just something to think about, you know. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the shade Understood. It's like a dusty, light rose color. It's really pretty. This is gonna be my transition shade, okay? I have hooded eyes, obviously. I'm Scandinavian. I have a little bit of Native American in me and some other stuff. A lot of European people have hooded eyes, and it's just genetics, you know what I mean? It's just what it is. And there's nothing wrong with hooded eyes. I think they are beautiful, and there has been studies done. Of course, this is like a study done with men, like asking men what they prefer, and they actually preferred women that have hooded eyes over regular ones. But I mean, like, we don't really care what guys think anyways. But I just thought that was interesting. Okay, so I'm applying this on my entire eye. I'm going almost up to my brow, not quite. Remember, I did put highlight up there. Okay, and what this does, it's gonna help your other colors blend really easy when you have a base down like this. Now, these pressed shadows that I'm using, they have a built-in primer. So you don't need an eyeshadow primer if you don't want to. I never use a primer. I have one. I'll use it if I'm using like glitter, like loose glitter or loose sparkles and stuff, but you don't need it with these eyeshadows. I never had an issue with fallout or anything like that. Okay. Easy peasy. I feel like I need a little bit darker right here. And I'm blending very lightly, okay? I'm gonna grab my fluffy crease brush, and I'm gonna grab this dark shade. I believe it's called Unbreakable. I'm gonna tap off the excess. It's very pigmented, right? So you wanna tap the excess off. Now I'm gonna place this right here on the outer portion of my lid, almost in a V shape. I'm gonna open my eyes wide. I'm gonna go directly in my crease with it, directly in the crease, and then I bring it up. Okay, I'm gonna go back down. This is just gonna create a lot of depth. Okay, circular motions in the crease, and then a little bit above it. Like that. Same thing on the other eye. Tap off excess. Same thing right here. Go in my crease, directly in, and then I'm going to bring it up. Like that. Now, if you think you can't wear shimmers, like, I don't know, I've heard people say like they can't wear shimmer because of their age and whatnot, but you can. You definitely can. Don't let anyone ever tell you you can't. You can. I know when I'm like 90, I'm so rocking shimmer. Okay, I'll probably be on the beach in a bikini when I'm 90 years old. Not Karen, okay? So, just like that. A little bit darker. Okay, now for the shimmer, this beautiful, beautiful shade right here. I'm gonna take a deluxe brush. This is a dense brush. I like to use this one for shimmer. I'm gonna put it on my brush like that. And then I'm gonna grab a setting spray. You can use rose water. You can even use plain water, like if you put it in a bottle, and just spray it lightly like that. And what that's gonna do with a shimmer, it's gonna make it really pop, really vibrant. I'm gonna press it first. I'm gonna get it on my lid. And then I'm gonna gently blend out. Okay. And I'm not taking it all the way. I'm going only to like the middle of my pupil with it. We have that darker color on the outside. Okay, you can bring it up like this. Now if you have hooded eyes, you want to go like this. So we got it right here. It's in the crease, it's right here. Now I'm going to bring it just a tad bit above the crease. You see that? Like super tiny little bit, okay? I'm going to do the same thing with the other eye. I'm going to spray it. I'm going to stamp it, get it on there. Okay. Then I'm gently going to blend it. This color is so pretty, I love it. Okay, same thing, I'm gonna bring it up a little bit. And I'm like connecting it into that darker color we did right there. So pretty. Like that. And then, okay, I don't put liner, especially black liner. I don't put it up here. I don't do it on my waterline because it's gonna make your eyes smaller. It's gonna take up real estate of your eyes. So if you like black liner, what I would do is take it underneath. Don't go in your waterline, go underneath your lashes right here. I'm gonna use this darker shade right here and use it as liner. I'm gonna take the liner shader brush. I'm gonna put it on the liner end like this. And then I'm gonna go underneath like this. And I'm kind of just like very lightly, I'm gonna blend it out. Okay. Under your lash line. And doing it this way, it's actually gonna make your eyes bigger. Do you see the difference? That's a big difference. Like, look how big this eye looks compared to this eye. It's a big difference. We want our eyes to appear bigger and brighter. It just makes you look more youthful. That is a big difference. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing underneath. underneath. Now you can do this with black, you can do it with dark brown, you can do it with any colors. I really like greens and blues. Purples are really pretty too. I do the same thing. Even if it's an eyeliner pencil, I do the same thing. Look at that. It just makes our eyes look so much bigger. It's crazy how big of a difference that is. Awesome. And then what I like to do is I grab a white shimmer. And this is also another super quick trick to making your eyes appear bigger. I'm going to take a white shimmer like the shade Optimistic, and I'm going to go right here with it. Okay. You can even bring it down and do a V shape like this. This is actually a hack I learned. It was like, I read it in a Marilyn Monroe documentary, and this is what she used to do to make her eyes appear bigger. Let's go like this. Crazy. Like, they look way more awake, bigger, because I naturally have, you know, smaller eyes, but look at how much bigger they look. Like, isn't that crazy? I don't look like I have like beady little eyes. Looks a lot bigger, a lot nicer. Okay. I think I'm gonna do, should I just do my brows right now? Might as well. Okay, so for my brows, this is what I'm gonna do. I set my makeup now. I'm gonna take my Prime and Set Mist. I'm gonna go over my whole face, and then I'm gonna go over my eyes again. I think I'm running out. Okay, over my eyes again. And I hit my brow with it. I need to open a new bottle. I take my Spoolie Brow Artist brush. I take my brows and I brush them up like so. If you don't have like thick brows, I mean, obviously I don't have thick brows, don't worry, because thick brows are no longer on trend. The new trend for 2023 that I was just reading is natural looking thin brows. I mean, not thin like how they used to be when they were like pencils, not that, but just natural like this. Fill it in a little bit, fill in the sparse areas, and that's the new trend I was reading up on. So I'm like, yay, because I never did my brows like bushy. Bushy brows are just, they don't fit my face. Some people look really good with them, but I don't. Okay, so I line underneath like this, and then also the top very lightly. This is the Precision Tip Brow Pencil in the shade Medium. Okay, I'm just following my natural arch. I'm gonna go down. And then I always draw my tail on. Longer and darker. Okay. Like that. I see how much of a difference that makes. Like, do your brows, you guys. You don't have to do them like all crazy. Just fill them in naturally. Take the other end, and you want the front of your brow to be lighter than the end of it. Kind of like ombre it in. Okay, like that. And then what I do is I take the Lash Growth Serum. You can put this in your brows. I use it in my lashes every single night. I set my brows with this. It acts as a gel, except it does not dry like white. It doesn't have a white overcast. It dries clear, And then it also makes your brows look more natural, like piecey looking, how they naturally look, you know what I mean? Like that. And it's going to dry clear, it's going to hold them in place all day, and it's going to help them grow. Isn't that just like the coolest thing ever? Okay, I'm going to do my other brow, and then I'll be back for mascara.